Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So then
I just turned the audio on as well, so I'm just not sure if we want to keep the audio on because you'll probably hear it in the background if.
Yeah, we'll replace it with the slate for the testing. I'm
Okay.
hoping that we can get a recording of the video so that we can watch it afterwards, and we'll just put a generic slate up.
Yeah, for sure. Is that you in the corner over there? Should be coming up shortly there.
Sure. Oh, yeah, that delay is not too bad.
Do you see it now?
Yeah, I do. And let me just make it full screen quickly. Lost my browser.
Looks like you have it in presentation mode.
Okay, yeah. So it looks yeah, what I wanted to verify here, it looks like whatever is showing up on my primary screen here, the exact display that I see is what's piping through, whether it's just my Zoom window, whether it's, yeah, what are you seeing now? Now you're seeing the entire Zoom session.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, what I'd like to do today for the meeting is if we can record the file as if it was a live meeting. We'll start the stream, we'll start everything. If you can just replace the audio and video on YouTube with a blank slate, but still let the stream kind of record in the background, and then we can view the file afterwards. Will that work?
So to clarify, what you're looking to do is record the meeting, but not on YouTube.
Correct.
Okay. I think I've got recording abilities on Zoom. Hold on. Yeah, record on this computer. Yeah, so I can record on the computer on like I could just record the Zoom meeting if you'd like that.
Yeah, and that'll show basically an exact replica of what would have been streamed to YouTube, correct?
No. Because so what's happening here is I'm taking a participant's view. So I've customized a participant's view to hide non-video participants. I've moved the chat box out of the way, and I've moved the floating video participants tab on screen. So I think I can record the preview of basically I'm landing that feed into some software, and then from the software I then have some flexibility in terms of what slates I put over top and some of the other stuff that that we would see on stream, for example. So it won't be exactly, it'll give us an idea of what we would see.
Yep.
So now the stream that I'm sending to YouTube right now is unlisted, so we can still record that and nobody will see it.
Okay. Yeah, because my concern is as we go through these testings here, we're going to be sharing a screen from the Secretary PC. We're going to be sharing a screen from the document camera. We're going to be flipping around to different things. And I want to make sure throughout all of that, that does still push through to remote attendees and it shows up properly. So yeah, if it's unlisted here and nobody's really going to find this stream, we just record it. I'll tell people to be cognizant. Potentially it's the internet. If somebody happens to stumble across this link somewhere through a back alley door, let's not say anything that we wouldn't want to be broadcast over the air. And if we can record it that way, I think that'll give me the most comfort knowing that all of the screens were shared properly like that we want.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna hit up a couple of different mics here to confirm. Like as I go to another microphone, the camera angle should change on me. So just bear with me for a sec.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what the delay is, but it should switch to another camera. I don't see it doing it. Hold on, maybe I left another microphone active.
The joys of tech.
I know it doesn't seem to be currently doing that. That's odd. It's definitely doing it last week. I'll test a couple microphones here. Just bear with me.
Fair enough. Does it need to work for this particular test?
No, it doesn't. As long as we're kind of testing that microphone audio video is going through, that's not a showstopper for this test.
Okay, perfect.
It was working the other day though. It's a little disappointing that it's not. I wonder what changed. Yeah, looks like you can hear me regardless of which mic I go to, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I've heard you as you walked around the room too, there at the microphone closer to the back, it looked like, and then the one that you're at right now, which is at the right side of the room.
Yep.
From my view anyway.
Nice. Yeah, the only difference is before it would just kind of pan in the closest camera and kind of come straight on me instead of this wide view of the entire chambers.
Maybe, I don't know, turn it off and on again is usually the answer to a majority of the troubles that I face in the work that I do.
Right? Isn't that true? Oh, here, hold on. I may have figured it out here. Bear with me. There we go. That's doing it.
Oh, I see you. I see you now. Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that test again. Oh yeah, there we got it.
Boom.
Yep.
So what I will say is that I did see a blue screen somewhere at some point.
Yes, that's something that we've had from day one. It used to be a black screen, but now it's a blue screen. It's when I guess the video switcher that's installed in the rack, when it switches over to the other camera, it does a temporary little blip there. We're working with the AV vendor to say what hardware do we need to make that smoother. That looks kind of ugly.
Well, it's working, so that's good at least.
Yeah. I'm gonna quickly test out the document camera as well here.
Sure.
Now, can you still hear me when the document camera's on as well?
I can hear you right now.
Oh yeah, look at that. I think this is all going to work very well.
I like that. That's what I prefer.
Yep. So here I am in front of the document camera, talking on the mic here.
Yeah, I see a hand.
So what I'll do once everyone else joins here, I got a little kind of maybe 5-10 minute intro just to kind of explain to them what was done in here, what the role of this PC plays in the whole thing. So I'm going to try and do it over Zoom here because there's some remote attendees, and then we'll jump right into the actual agenda and go through some the specific test scenarios.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll follow your lead then. I'm happy to jump in and, blab away if you need me to, but sounds like you've really got to do a majority of the work there in the chambers. So.
Yeah. Did you get the? I think I included on the meeting invite. Like I threw together a Word agenda just with specific scenarios. We're going to go from one to the next to the next.
Let me just check here. Yeah, I see the documents there. I'm just going to open them now.
Perfect. So I kind of want you, Greta, and Adam to just play the roles that you would normally play during a meeting. Like if we start the stream and everything's working, you're pretty much just sitting back watching the rest of this.
Okay, perfect. By the way, I have started recording on a separate piece of software, so we have options.
Perfect. And I'll keep an eye on the YouTube thing here too. If I see it says one person watching, if all of a sudden I see 50 people watching, like, whoa, what's going on?
Well, it's unlisted, so nobody should be pinged about anything. And even if you do go to the YouTube page for the town of Milton, they won't be able to find it. That's right. Not unless they have the link, which only you have right now.
Good. Okay, perfect.
But yeah, that's always the danger, right? It doesn't matter how much, I say or whatever, or comfort. It's just the idea that it's landing on the internet.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just quickly pop out, fill up my water, get ready. I'm sure others will be joining momentarily. I'll just put it on mute on here for you, Stephen.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll be sticking around. So we got 10 minutes till 1 o'clock. So you take your time, and I'll see you when you come back.
Awesome. Thanks, Stephen.
Cheers.
Hey, Adam.
How's it going?
Good. Not a great game last night. I mean, some back and forth, 5-3 in the end, but not a great outcome.
No, not at all. At least it wasn't, a shutout or anything like that. But hopefully, a little bit nervous with the two games going back to Tampa.
Yep. So Adam, I was saying to Stephen, Stephen and Greta, I want you to just kind of do what you normally do. I haven't really assigned you any tasks for this mock meeting. You sit, you support, you listen, you understand.
Okay.
I'm actually, Stephen, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to quickly log out of this webinar because I actually want, you can keep it going and you and Adam can stay on. I want Greta to actually log in with her account so she's getting the full authentic experience, how to get right in from scratch and everything. So I'll drop off in a minute or so and then I'll come back in, or Greta will come back in.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll be standing by here.
Roshan, are you in as an attendee or a panelist right now? I'm not an expert, but it looks like you came in as a panelist. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's a panelist right now.
Okay, he used the wrong link.
Want me to kick him? I can kick him to attendee.
Yeah, Roshan, we're going to kick you down to an attendee temporarily because we want to do a specific test. So you'll be able to see and hear us, Roshan, but we can't see and hear you.
He
It's
just
okay.
left. He did. Oh, did he go down on his own?
There he goes.
Looks like he figured it out. Yeah.
Perfect. There, Roshan, you just joined using a panelist link, so we kicked you down to attendee. You can see and hear us, but we can't see or hear you currently. That's what we want to test. Roshan, can you just confirm in the Zoom chat that I've got with you if you can hear me right now? I think you can. You're typing. Perfect. And can you see me waving my hand in a moment? There's a bit of a delay. Are you seeing my hand waving too, Roshan?
I can see it.
You can see it? Yep. Perfect. Okay, good. What roles are you? Okay, Stephen, I'm going to log out here and prepare for Greta to come back in. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, see you soon.
Perfect. Stephen, can you hear us?
Yes, I can, and I can see you.
Perfect. Okay. I think everybody's here. Roshan and Troy, can you both hear as well? Can you just maybe flip something to the chat to say you can hear us?
We can hear you.
Can you go to the participant here?
Yep.
And go to attendees. Go to Troy and say allowed to talk.
Oh, you can allow them to talk. Excellent. Okay. There you go. We can temporarily hear you too, Troy, if you talk right now.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. So we're going to keep me unmuted here. I'm going to talk loud, probably way too loud for people in here, but I want them to all hear us as well. I'm going to give a quick overview of the system. So what we've done, I'm going to take this off because I'm
Yeah,
so
it's okay.
what we've done in the council chambers here, really fundamentally, we've separated these screens. Remember before, everything was duplicated on these two screens, so the same thing. One is now kind of your eyes and ears of what's in council, and then the other one is the Zoom with all the remote participants. So you can see when we're seeing people right now, if we had all of SMT, all of council, they turned their cameras on. Andrew, can you actually turn your camera on, please? There he is. So that's where you're going to see all of your participants. It's important if you have half people remotely, you got to be able to see and hear them at all times. That's where you're going to see them. So Megan, you've got two monitors up there. Right now, one is doing one screen. That other Lenovo that's black. Are you seeing both right now?
No.
Okay. Yeah. You're only seeing that one. Yeah. So that we're waiting for another piece of hardware. You're going to see both screens there, and there's going to be two screens on all three of these desks. That's the one part that hasn't come in yet. If the ISI screens don't come in time, I mean, we just slammed one of our Lenovo screens there. We'll put some temporary screens there for when you're ready to go. Minor concern. I'm not concerned about the screens. It's a very easy thing.
So can I just ask one question before you go? So we logged here through my account.
Yep.
I won't be here, so if it was just Miranda sending her.
I would have to send myself the link and log
herself,
in.
and she would have done it.
Correct.
So it doesn't, that part doesn't matter who's
Doesn't
signing
matter,
out
no.
from here. Okay, got it.
What is key, which I'll touch on right now, is this computer here is the eyes and the ears of the entire council chambers. So all of the, the video and the microphones, although it's using these microphones and camera, the feed is coming through and going out to Zoom through here. So the key is somebody has to join as a panelist from this Zoom here. If you don't have any eyes and ears in here.
So that's exactly what I was getting to. If I am down in my office,
Yep.
because all three of us are going to be in a meeting, but if I'm going to be there,
Somebody has to log into here as a panelist.
okay,
Yes.
so that will be,
Even if you have one council member who wants it and everybody else is remote, if there is a single person in here, somebody has to be on this PC logged in.
Okay.
So that's very key to the takeaway. This is a test today. We tested as a team, isolated. Does this work? Does this work? We don't know how it all works when we start chaining multiple things together. So we may run into some blips today. We may find some things that don't work. Take some notes, take some questions away. We'll take it away. We'll go back to the vendor. I even did a quick test with Stephen before you all came in, and it seems to all be working. So I'll be a little surprised if something doesn't work, but that's why we test. We may run into some volume issues with the microphones. They're too loud, they're too quiet. There's some audio delays. I do have the stream up here, so you can kind of get an idea of what the delay is like, because there's going to be a delay. The camera's processing, going through our stuff out to the internet, out to YouTube. Doesn't look bad. It looks to be maybe a 5-10 second delay max, but things to keep in mind when you're doing like audio presentations in here, and then maybe you go right to asking for questions. Keep in mind, there's that 5-second delay. So although people in here say they have no questions, a remote counselor might be 5 to 10 seconds behind you. So you got to kind of build that into your processes. We'll kind of learn through this test today how bad that delay is. I don't think it's going to be any worse than what you're kind of doing right now.
what it is right now. It's very important, like during this, can she do anything in the computers?
So we'll go through it. It's going to be tricky. You can do whatever you want on this screen. It's really just this screen that's being mirrored. So if you had, this open here and you wanted to have your word and you want to be taking notes, like this screen is yours. That's why we put it there. And that's why we turned it sideways so that you can know, oh, wait, there's something weird about the screen. Oh yeah, this is my play around screen. You'll test, we'll find things that work. As you can see, the only way that all the remote participants can hear us is if a microphone is on. Back on. we're just doing a test there to prove that when we turn all the mics off, none of you can hear us. The other thing to keep in mind, and Greta and Megan, you may remember this, but remember way back when we were in council chambers, anytime the camera feed was flipping between different cameras or whatever, there was that little cut to black screen and then it came up. That is still present. For whatever reason, it's a blue screen now. It does look a little bit ugly. We've talked with Global to say, let us know what hardware, what cost we need to reduce that and get it away. It's a very technical reason. We understand why it's happening. You got a camera switcher in there that's switching between feeds. It takes a second to actually switch the feed. So just know that that's normal. Remind SMT Council, it was always there. You can go back and look from when we were only in meetings. It was just black at the time. But we will work with them to try and reduce that and make that a little bit better. The things that we know don't work, and it's not really worth our effort to even get them working again, is the Blu-ray player. I don't think we're ever going to need to do that again. The other thing that we did come across is there is some audio delays. If you let a presenter plug in their laptop there and share audio and video, doesn't really, it works, but it's not ideal. The delay is just not great. So we figured you're probably going to be doing majority, if not all of the sharing from here.
Yes.
You can also still, if there's a remote attendee.
From down there.
What's
I'll
that?
be sharing from downstairs.
From downstairs, yeah. You can share it from here or from any other person who's a panelist. So with that, I'm going to kind of play train coordinator here, and I'm going to say, okay, Megan, can I get you to unmute yourself? Can you say some words? We're going to be jumping into the chat and say, remote attendees, are you hearing us? Yes, no. We'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. We're good? And then, if we have questions, maybe we'll stop every 10 or 15 minutes, say any questions that have come up. We don't have to leave them all till the end. We may get through all of this in 20 minutes. It may take us the full hour if we run into issues, so I'm not quite sure. The one thing that you noticed, it is important to make sure you're unmuted there, as well as you have a microphone on here. We will dive a little bit into what some of these different options use, some of the test cases. We're going to use those.
Why she doesn't need to be unmuted there?
Why she needs to be?
Yeah.
Because what's happening then is we're capturing all of the audio from these microphones. It's getting to this PC, but then this PC says, don't send it out to Zoom. That's what that audio means. It means just stop it
So
here.
it doesn't mean that she needs to be talking or anything. It just means like these two things at all the times.
Correct.
So stop breathing during the meeting at some point.
Correct. Yeah, and at any time, even when that's unmuted,
Worst case scenario, if something was happening here that was not appropriate, like let's say like there was a delegate there and he said something, I can kill it right there. The volume
you can kill it there.
immediately.
Correct.
And then we can handle that person.
correct,
Okay.
absolutely, yes. I think there's even, Brett's more familiar with this panel here, but I think there are even ways in here that the clerk can go in and mute mics because
Yeah, it's
in the past, the counselor forgets to turn off the mic. Is it that?
It's here. Click this. Click. Kills everybody's mic.
There you go. So that hasn't changed. That functionality is
I
all still
have
there.
misused it a few times.
Perfect. Okay, so let's jump into it. I'm just keeping this there so we can see. Are we unmuted there?
Yep.
Yep. Stephen, can you confirm, are we good to go as far as you've got a recording starting that we can review afterwards?
Yeah, we're recording, we're ready to go. So whenever we want to get started, we're all good to get started there.
Okay. Anybody have any quick questions before we start? And we're going to jump into the first agenda item, which is, Megan doing some remarks and whatnot. Any?
Aaron, am I able to run the timer down 10 seconds just to see if you guys can hear the timer go off in the room there?
Yeah, let's start with that. And then Troy or Roshan, if you have any questions, I know we can't hear you right now. We will promote you at some point. Just throw it in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, when you let Troy talk, he's able to talk throughout the whole thing?
No, he's not.
You just did it again.
I just did not take away the rights, thinking that he will need to speak, but you can take the rights.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, let's test the timer first, Adam. That was something I didn't include on the agenda.
Also because I'm not logged in.
Can anybody hear them?
No, we saw the timer quickly come up, 654, and then it went back to the generic Milton logo,
Yeah.
and we didn't hear it.
Well, the screen cut out and everything, so I was wondering, and it muted there also. So I wasn't sure if you guys were doing something there, so I just paused it.
Okay, go ahead, try it once more.
Okay.
Wow.
Can our remote participants confirm that they heard that, please?
I heard that. Yeah.
Yep, that was Troy and Andrew. Okay, can you give Roshan the ability to talk to? It's probably just easier that way.
Did you guys hear it in the council chambers there?
Yes, we did. Came through the speakers in here. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, but we did notice the
he's
camera changing.
The blue screen, yeah, it looks really ugly in here. So I'm hoping we can reduce, if not eliminate that. Okay.
When the timer was running, the the screen, it kind of changed. At the council chamber just changed. It was from an overall view. Right now it's focused on the three of you, but it kind of changed at that time.
It's when the camera changes, the video switcher needs to recalculate pretty much the signal coming in. We're working on getting a piece of hardware that'll smooth that out.
Yep. I'm just going to quickly show Greta and Miranda one more thing, and then we'll jump in, Megan. Turn this microphone on. You see, it's that camera. Opposite, it's going to be other camera. That's kind of the Okay, we're going to jump into it here now. So I'm going to mute myself, and I think Megan is going to be the first one up.
All right. Everyone hear me okay? Oh, this is weird looking at myself in camera. So this is where the mayor is going to sit. So we have two screens here. So I will call this meeting to order. The clerks inform me it's the appointed time. We would first begin by a moment of silence, and then the mayor would bang the gavel. And then we would go into O Canada. So just looking for a little bit of direction. I think this is probably for our team to know who is sharing O Canada. Miranda or Greta? Greta sharing. Okay, from here or from downstairs? Oh, I'm thinking like which station is going to be sharing it? The person who is up here or the person who's directing traffic in the Zoom world? Okay. Okay, so just as we're doing in the Zoom world, then Greta, you will be sharing O Canada. And so okay. Okay. Okay, so Greta will be playing O Canada, and then she's going to share screen. So the Brady Bunch screen will then be just a screen share of O Canada from Greta. Okay, so it will not be shared in here from the recording secretary desk.
I would recommend that.
Okay.
I'm speaking loud so I can all
Yep,
hear.
yeah.
There's going to be too much kind of going on here. If you've got to be,
Yeah.
am I muted, am I unmuted, am I sharing? If you can't, If I was up, I would absolutely.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. What you see up here will all of a sudden show your whole Canada.
Okay.
It's similar like it does now. If somebody's talking, you see their floating head. Typically, everybody mutes themselves during
Right.
Canada, so all those heads go away.
Right, but it is kind of a busy time in the meeting for, we're just getting started, so it's good if Greta can do that from there. Okay, so once we get through O Canada, then the mayor would do the land acknowledgement statement. And I know that you said that there's a lag, Aaron, in terms of is it more camera angles or is it volume as well? Like, does the mayor need to take a beat between the time at which O Canada ends and then going into the land acknowledgement? Yes.
I think you should. Maybe it's worth testing that delay right now.
Okay.
Still talking on here. So, but that people from home would know that we're going to use the video. Now, and I don't think that's what we're talking about, because the delay is just that's the streaming delay. And
Okay.
we're talking about the delay that, so if the mayor, is, said moment of silence, sorry, then the level, I share, when my screen goes off, we should be back on that screen as an in-person. So there's no delay there, the delay, because the camera is moved, and I think it's just the delay is if the camera moves, or anything, so I don't think the TV can share the screen. And the mayor will be back on the screen, the delay is to there, not just stream. It's like 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, and just sort of a question there as far as like, should the mayor then turn off the mic when O Canada is being played over Zoom?
I would recommend that everyone be quiet. If someone sneezes, someone coughs, you're going to hear that through.
So I just figured it out. She just did an action. She just turned the camera off, screen went blue for a second.
Yep.
So every time there is a movement with anything,
Yeah.
say she's turned it on, it went blue.
Yep.
So if we left it on during and the mayor was speaking.
Yep.
And then we left it on, there would be no blue screen, I believe.
It's
between
any
that.
time the camera needs to change. So even if Megan doesn't do anything, if her mic was on and I turned one of these on, camera's going to change because it needs to pan up
Yes.
to get everybody. So really, if you're switching from that camera over to that camera, that's when you're going to see that blue screen. Now, fortunately, I believe shot of the mayor only and shot of more than one person from that same camera. So I actually take back what I said. If you were on and I turned mine on, I don't know that we would see that blue screen. It's the same camera.
No,
That's not how
when
it's
you two people have the mic on and that being here or me, it will be the white,
Correct.
okay,
And no blue?
no blue.
There you go.
I
Perfect.
believe that. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. You go
Okay.
there.
We're gonna-
Megan is on.
We're going to do a quick test here. Megan, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, doing a test. Do you want-
Now it's gonna open up the bowl.
Yep. Perfect. So yeah, because it's only when we cut from that to one of these cameras or vice versa. Okay. Andrew Kernett. Oh, of course, I call him as soon as he walks away. Or anybody remote. I'm gonna get Megan to count to 10. And if someone can, the moment you hear her say 10, throw it in the Zoom chat so we can get an idea of how bad the delay is. Go ahead, Megan.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh.
No delay.
No delay. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, that's confirmed by I saw Adam and Stephen that it's almost instant what you're seeing. So yeah, the delay, there's going to be a
Just
delay
the
to
stream
YouTube. That's irrelevant. It's what the remote counselors see and it's almost
That's right.
negligible.
Go ahead, Counselor.
Can you hear me? Could you guys hear me? Yeah, the camera is changing. It's focused on me now.
Loud and clear.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All the cameras switching over. We can see that, you know, council member over here wants to speak. It switches to that camera. And Troy, I saw your note about the camera angles. If they need to be adjusted, people's heads are being cut off, that's fine. That can be fixed. Is that, it was fine there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably changing.
You turn yours on. Now we got wide view.
Yeah.
So that's all like before. All the camera angles haven't been redone.
Okay, just recognizing counselor at the back.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Nope. Yep. Blocking the camera.
Yeah, it looks a bit blurry.
Yeah, it's focusing on the corner of the board right now. That's okay. But everyone, remote participants heard and saw Matt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see if it focuses this time. Yay.
Andrew, we're going to move it over to you now. You're an external council member. We want you to digitally raise your hand. We're going to see how it's noticed in here, and then they're going to acknowledge you. You're going to unmute. You're going to speak.
Okay, recognizing the counselor who's connecting remotely.
Hey, everyone, let me know if you can hear me.
We can hear you and we can see from your nose up.
Is it? Oh, sorry. There you go.
Perfect.
We've seen worse.
Okay. Here's where we're going to test a external delegate. Everything good right now? Anybody have any questions or chats?
How do you want to test the external?
Roshan.
Attendees, you mean?
So yeah,
Okay.
we're going to
Sorry,
promote Roshan.
going to recognize Roshan, our delegation this evening.
So Roshan, he's never done this before, so just let him know. Roshan, we're going to promote you from an attendee.
No, so you can go, you can do anything from there.
We're going to promote you from an attendee to a panelist. Roshan, you're going to drop for a minute and you're going to rejoin.
Need to accept? Yeah.
Perfect. Roshan, do you have a camera that you can turn on for us, please? And unmute yourself. Hello, Mr. Joes. Can you hear us? Welcome to council.
You are like my worst nightmare when it joins like that.
I'm not worried.
Roshan,
All right,
people
yes.
like you give me a heart attack.
Sorry, do you have a camera you
No,
can turn
no,
on?
I can hear you. I was just connecting the camera. But sorry.
Okay. He's putting his makeup on, yeah.
Hi,
Can you see
Roshan.
me now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Perfect. So here's where, let's pretend that Roshan has a presentation that you need to present. So I think I opened up a PowerPoint doc. It's just a blank template. Can you just share that screen? So it'll have to be over there.
Okay.
And you're going to do share screen like you would. Yep.
So I would like to do this from downstairs, if you don't mind. So I'm going to go downstairs.
Go down.
Miranda is going to, because you guys have my account here, so I can't go downstairs unless I can join, because I just use my personalized link, unless it's going to be another Greta, right?
Let's do another Greta. See what happens.
That's how it's going to happen. I don't
I'll
think
just
so.
rename myself.
Stephen,
Yes.
are you, we logged into this computer using Greta's personalized panelist link. If she goes downstairs, are you able to on the fly generate another unique panelist link and send to her so she can join in as a second Greta downstairs?
Well, it might be easier if she has the attendee link just to join with the attendee link and then promote
And then you
her.
promote me.
That's in
Good.
the calendar invite. Yeah, use that. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Stephen.
You're welcome.
So two things that I want to test from downstairs. So we're gonna allow me to share my screen with the Anthem to all of you to see how you hear it.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna share a presentation for delegation that we're doing.
Perfect.
So is there a way for it to not
Yeah.
show? Yeah.
Yeah, who's a PowerPoint guru here? How do you tell it to not use presentation mode? It's probably, just bear with us for a minute, PowerPoint issues. Go back to start it again. I think somewhere in that,
Oh,
yeah, just start it again, and somewhere probably up here, display settings.
Nope. That one isn't it.
I think you had it there for a second.
Did we have it there?
Yeah, you had it there for a second.
Yeah, what are those?
Black or
What's under those
black?
triple dots? Hide presenter view, maybe?
Oh, no, I want presenter view. I want to hide whatever that is.
Okay, we can figure that
Okay.
out afterwards.
Yeah.
So what is being shared right now? So, yeah, I want to, yeah, just leave it like that for now.
Okay.
Somebody on remote attendee, can you please confirm, what are you seeing shared right now?
The
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
Perfect. Your best quote.
Try hitting F11.
F11, hit F11. I don't know what that does.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to get me to start it, but, oh, resume slideshow?
Okay,
No.
so I wanted to see where we stand here. So, sorry, confirm with me, you're seeing basically a full screen PowerPoint. It's not in presenter mode right now. You're just seeing the two slides on the left and the big slide in the middle?
That's correct.
Yes.
Correct. So they're seeing exactly what's on the
Right.
screen here as you're sharing your screen. So, Roshan, can you just ask us to go next slide, please? And then just maybe go back to the title slide.
Yeah. So can you go to the next slide? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I see the title Lorem. Now the Neil Armstrong quote.
Perfect. And like that can be moved. Like that's not being shared. That's just a Zoom thing that
Right, right,
drag it wherever you want. Perfect. Okay, so we're sharing a presentation. Roshan could be asking us next slide. It's working. Confirm you're seeing her jump back and forth between slides here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Confirm.
Perfect. Then you can stop the share, and then that's done.
So it's good to know that we have the capability to share in here, or we can share via Zoom and still have the full screen viewing of what that looks like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's good.
That's what I think we should test next. As soon as, okay, Greta's joined. Can we promote Greta to a panelist, please?
I don't see her in the attendee list. I only see Troy.
Oh, hold on. Maybe that's you. Let me see if I should-
It looks like
Co-host
Greta's
me.
joined twice as a panelist, so it looks like she just
Oh.
joined.
Yeah, it looks like she is a panelist.
So I can tell you what's happening. Can you all hear me?
I can, yep.
Yeah, it's because it wouldn't let me launch because once I launch Zoom, it wants to open it through the app, so it wouldn't let me join outside like as a web browser, right? So that's why I'm twice. So I'm just gonna because my camera is off, I know who it is. I'm gonna rename myself so we know who I'm Greta S. Okay.
Perfect.
So first things, oh, I don't know why my camera is off. Okay, there you go. So the only thing from my perspective, is that I don't have eyes. Like I just see like what everybody else is seeing in the remote world. Like I just don't. Right now, the camera is focused on you guys. So yeah, this now I can see this view. And I just want to go ahead and I'm going to share the anthem first, and then I'm going to share a presentation. I can't hear anything. Oh, that's because I didn't say play. Can you all hear this?
We can hear all Canada, yep.
Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Okay, I stopped it, and then now I'm just gonna share another screen of something.
I'm just gonna share. I'm just
Greta,
going.
I set up a mock meeting in our presentations folder.
Yeah.
With a PowerPoint there if you want to pull it up, but I didn't have a video. But there's a PowerPoint there if you want to share it.
Yeah, of course. Oh, from our chat.
Just in our regular folder where we would save those. I just saved it in a mock meeting.
Okay. Save as. I'm just gonna put it in my desktop so that I can open it up as an image right away. Where is it? I saved it and I can't find where I saved it. I can't see it. Just a second. Ah, I see it now. Here it is. Okay. Oh no. Okay, let me see if I can open it from here, share it from here. There you go. Here. This is what you put in the chat. Is this what you meant? Can you guys hear me?
I don't know if somebody dropped it in the chat for you.
I did.
It's just a blank one. I just put a planning application one in our regular folder, but either way, whatever gets shared.
Oh, but I have a lot of stuff on my desktop to share you, so it's not a problem. Here, I have a pre-recorded presentation that.
Good evening, Mayor Krantz, members of the council. My name is Wayne Coutinho, a planner with Corsic Urban Planning, representing the landowner applicant.
Can all hear that?
And supporting applications.
Yes, we can hear it. This was the one where he spoke quietly, Greta. Like I remember he had a quiet tone.
Area is 1.68 hectares.
Yeah, he had COVID, I think.
115 meters.
So do you increase the volume, Greta, from where you are?
No, I think that's
it's
just
on max.
Volume of the presentation. So let me just pick another one.
Okay.
I don't know if I have another pre-recorded one.
Just to confirm for you, Greta, I heard Roshan say he could see and hear that. We could see and hear it in here through the speaker, like it was coming through loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. So that's all. I can come. Do you need anything else tested from here?
Well, while you're there, I'm going to leave the room, and if you pull up in the agenda that I attached to the meeting invite, my phone number in there, call out to me as a voice-only remote participant. I'm gonna join in via audio only.
Okay, Stefan, you're up. This is your task. Call Aaron in.
All right, here we go. So
okay, thank you.
Do that right now. All right, we're calling him. He's accepted the call.
Yeah, and there he is. So, Mayor, we have our delegate here with us. If Aaron wants to use *6 to unmute, please.
Go ahead.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for this opportunity to speak today. Can everybody hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, can you hear us loud and clear? Aaron, this is from the mayor's mic.
Yes, I can. I'm going to just move a little bit closer to the door and maybe talk a little bit more. I want to get an idea of what the delay looks like or sounds like.
you want me to count again?
I heard you there. It's almost no delay.
Okay.
Go ahead and count though. Let me listen.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
A second delay, if even that. Okay. Well, thank you for this opportunity today. I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to be an in-person delegate, and we're going to test switching over to document camera so that I can share something for the people in council chambers.
Okay. Thank you. See you soon. Correct, at the delegation podium.
So I'm going to speak at the podium. It's going to be just like anything else here. The camera's going to come to me. But at one point, I'll listen to the document camera as well. And I'm just going to.
Okay, recognizing the delegation at the podium.
Now, here's the one challenge with this room. We don't have a camera at the front. So anybody who's ever here, they're going to see the back of their head and balding spots if they have it. But can the remote members confirm they can hear and see the back of my head?
We used to, how did we used to do that?
We can, yeah.
Yes.
Was it the side ones?
Yes.
Yeah, does anybody else have a mic on?
Side ones, because I remember that because we would have to switch every other month.
Yep.
Between, so the same commissioners were always on the.
Okay.
So it felt like if somebody was talking, this commissioners were always on, and this commissioners were always on.
Is your mic on right now, Megan? No? Okay. So we can talk to the camera program, because if that was the way it used to be, that one's pointed at me though. I don't know if that's just left over from Matt, but we can review that, the camera angle for podium delegates.
No one is going to be here anytime soon, correct, Megan? So no, anytime soon, we have time on this.
Perfect. Can you, Miranda, can you please switch over to doc camera on there? And so now here's Megan, where you'll see a change up there. No longer are we seeing the in camera or in-room cameras. Remember that's the eyes and the ears. We've now changed the eyes to not be the cameras on the wall, but to be this document camera. Can one of the remote participants please confirm that you're seeing the document that I'm sharing?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can see it.
It's moving.
Yep. Yeah, I'm shaking it. Leave it on there.
But probably hard to read, like it's very small if you're viewing it from Zoom.
Very hard to read.
Yes. You can't read it, and it's very kind of like chalky when it's moving around.
Absolutely. I don't know how many people still come in and show cameras. Try to what? Pin it? Oh, like make it bigger, you mean? You might be able to. Miranda, can you just mouse over that tile there and click the 3? Yeah, absolutely. I could absolutely zoom in. Would you normally let delegates do this themselves?
Yeah.
Don't turn it off.
Yep.
We'll put before, why do I feel like we put it under here?
It might have been there before.
Or maybe it was here. This
Probably.
here, and then you saw it there,
Yeah.
and then it's just, and then you go out, and then I think we put it, something else changed.
That's way better though. You can actually see the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just logistics at this point, figuring out if you're going to use it and you know somebody's coming in, make sure where they're going to put it. It's not great here because it's on an angle and the light's bouncing awkwardly. If it was straighter, it would be a little bit easier, but it works. It's just figuring out logistical, how much zoom do we want?
It doesn't get used that often, but good to know that we can just zoom in on it.
Yeah, well,
Actually, to be honest with you, the only people who use that the most, it was because they would have a presentation.
Yep.
This would be staff. If staff was showing something, but they're not talking anymore on applications.
Correct.
Like they used to, so.
And I got to imagine now with everyone being used to Zoom and PDFs, they're going to join remotely. They're going to share their PDF. But this is there. This works. It is an option if somebody wants to be old school.
Okay, so because I have a few questions, but they were.
Yep. I think, let me, Miranda, can you switch back over to council camera, please? So all the remote participants are now seeing myself and Greta. I'm going to thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you.
By the way, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, the document camera, it didn't point at the actual podium itself. It pointed directly down beside the little podium. So Megan, if you can turn your microphone on so I can see that camera angle again. Yeah, so the actual camera for the document camera just pointed straight down.
Usually goes straight down, Aaron, so it would look straight down on the desk rather than on the podium is how it normally would be. So someone would lay it flat on the table and then it would, but that's easy enough to move that arm over.
Yeah, and that's why it's a bit of a pain in the butt here for us to get a proper Zoom level. I don't know, like Greta even said, it looks different here. I don't know if this used to be pulled over. Yeah, we can clean that up. I think truthfully, if you know someone's going to potentially have a document, we get ready for that. I mean, I don't think you're going to be having people in here for a while yet, so I don't think it's a concern right now.
Right.
But we can work with you, facilities can work with you.
Great.
Slight
Feedback.
feedback when you were there with that mic on and she had the mic on.
Yeah.
There's a slight amount you can hear like a buzzing.
So there was feedback in the room when Aaron and I both had our mics on. Did the Zoom world get any feedback?
I
Or
don't
just
think
echo?
there's in the room, there's like a humming sound.
Okay.
Maybe it's the volume, it's too high, no?
So as much as you don't want me to be showing you this, like we have complete
I
control
know how to use
over
that.
tweaking with some of the mics to turn them up and down. Like that hasn't changed.
That hasn't changed.
Yeah. Even these camera angles, like you used to be able to, tweak the camera angles as well. You know, I want to go to the right. I want to go
Yeah,
to
so
the
you
center.
had the rear one, you saw, you had like this in the rear?
Yep.
So maybe that was Brett
He might have.
who was putting the camera on the delegation or the delegate when they were at the podium. That might have been Brett who was physically doing that.
Yep. Because
No,
I can.
the camera did it right away.
You did it right away because you can control it from here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Like, yeah, and I can go over to Suk and really do whatever I want with whatever camera at any time. Bangor did a whole bunch of times. Okay, that's all the specific test cases that we wanted to do, right? Yes. So.
I'm turning on.
Yeah, if both of us are talking, go ahead, Sue. You don't hear it? Do you hear it?
I hear it.
You hear?
Yeah.
There is like echoing from both sides. The moment you guys have your cameras,
Like a high pitched.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a humming in the background.
Yeah.
Than any of these, right?
No.
No. Do you hear it now?
Like the slight.
The
In
slightest?
the background. there's
Yeah,
like a
so-
secondary sound to your
Okay.
sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is not only with that microphone, it is
It's
like,
I think it's the general acoustics of the room.
When there's two
Which
mics on at
We
the same
might be
time.
able to tweak.
Checking.
Okay.
Tweak with the volume of the microphone.
100%, yep.
We used to put it down sometimes because it happened all the time that
Okay.
you'd hear like a high pitched tone behind like someone when
Sure.
they started speaking, so.
Okay. Good.
Andrew, can I just get you to say something again? I want to just check
Sure.
something on the live stream here. I'm just watching it on another screen.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Everything's good. You guys see my top of my head and my nose? There you go.
We can, yep. We want to just make sure it's gonna, yep, he appears. Adam, just a question. Why am I seeing the timer on the live stream? Because we promoted it. It's quote unquote talking right now. Anybody who's talking is going to be showing up on the stream.
No, that stays there.
Anyone that has the video on.
Stays there. Okay.
Yeah.
So we
Stays on.
we turn it on and off as, can you turn the video off on the timer for a minute?
No, it just stays there like that.
No, it's like a participant. that is
You
on.
always
So
keep it there.
It's there.
So you're not concerned that it's on the stream? Okay.
It's there until we are done with the timer. As soon as we're done with the timer, on the background, I tell him, kill the timer.
And he
As soon
log-
as
he
the
logs
public
out.
meeting timer goes up.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I think we've run through all the tests that I wanted to run through. If anybody has to drop, thank you for joining, Andrew, Troy, Roshan, Adam, everybody. I'm going to stand here for a few more minutes, and if there's any Q&A from people in here. I guess before we do, Andrew, Roshan, Troy, any questions, things that you noted, takeaways for this meeting?
I will wait to speak until the end.
Okay. Andrew, anything that you
Sorry,
noticed?
I have to run.
Yep.
From my point of view, sorry, some of the camera angles, I guess, for the mayor, as Troy mentioned too, kind of cuts off. It's kind of too low. So I don't know if once Vlad comes in, we'll have to kind of adjust that. Maybe move the screens a little bit to the side, just because it's a little bit blocking. You just see the head, right? Like, I mean, I don't know if we can maybe angle the TVs kind of on the side, so you can kind of have a look if he wants, type of thing, right? But yeah, it is kind of blocking him there, right? But yeah, other than that, the sound actually came in very clear. All the presentation, all the videos, yeah, looks good.
Andrew, can you just adjust can you just adjust on like a mayor's window on your Zoom session? Nothing, because we can see it proper, like we could see properly.
What kind of lighting's in the council chambers?
LEDs.
Like I see
Yeah.
I see the mayor going, like the camera angle going up and all that stuff. I know you can do maybe it's because you have that you're right, Suki. It might be just because I have that gallery on, all that stuff, right? But even if I choose the speaker itself, like I see, like, yeah, like now it's going like somebody's doing something right now, because I do see it move down a bit now.
And
reprogram that.
The mayor's taller than I am too, so he may have a little bit more clearance over the screen.
Yeah,
than
you just have to fix the preset.
Up that camera a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, manually. If
I can see it fine here. Can you turn it on?
It's on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of space.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying there. There is quite a bit.
Oh.
It is.
So I think it's Zoom stretching it to 16:9 versus the 4:3 ratio up there. However, we can
But
mitigate
he's
that.
not seeing that screen, that's what we're saying, because he's talking about what he's.
He will see the compressed 16:9 version.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's why he was saying it looks like, and we couldn't see it.
But yes, that we can mitigate that a little bit by having Vlad slightly reprogram
So you will show over
Yeah.
here, show over there, and then perfect here.
Yeah, that is fine.
That's perfect.
That's good, Andrew. Thank you for that. That's good, Andrew. Thank you for that feedback. Roshan, any thoughts, comments, things that you observed?
Yeah, one of the things is that, as I mentioned earlier, when the camera change with the consoles change, that's and I think Adam mentioned something with the hardware that they have to kind of fix. Another one I kind of thought was like, why don't we remove those monitors which are right in front of the mayor, and have different kind of monitors that lies within the desk, so that his view is not kind of objected with those monitors,
So let me comment on that. The one monitor that Megan has, do you mind if I come over, Megan?
No, go ahead.
The way that it's designed to work is these two like that. Those can go kind of right down if we need, and the other ones that are on order are similar to that, where they will tilt back. So that kind of remedies that to pull
Remember
it down.
that over here, because I'd always be pulling it up.
Yeah, so good point there, Roshan. You don't want to see these big ugly monitors. You want to see, I guess, Mayor, you'd be sitting here, Andrew.
Correct.
You want to see your pretty faces, so.
But will Andrew have two screens too?
So that's up for debate. Right now, we're saying yes, but do we need to have 6 screens up here? Can the people here maybe share them? I don't know. We can put 6 up here. There kind of is a need.
To me, if you were asking me, he doesn't recognize anybody. You need to scratch because you need to recognize everyone.
Yeah.
And
I'm just thinking about like comments in the chat and like those types of things, which we're not going to see so much with the members of council who are here, but sometimes they land stuff in the chat.
What does he have now when he logs in? He sees them back, right? He has just a laptop.
Yeah, but he wouldn't see anything over Zoom because he would just have the camera for in here.
So that computer will not have this this screen, like this.
It has the big one. It doesn't have this one. So
that one?
Yeah, it has this. This is showing on the CAO.
No. So can he, is it possible for him to have this?
Only that?
Only that.
Yeah, and then you only need one monitor.
Yeah, that's right. So if that's streaming there, I think that's the best.
I would say that one over that one for sure. That may change when we demo with them.
The only problem with that, and we'll take that away. The only problem with that is when you share a presentation, can you share a presentation, please, Miranda? And anything, so from Word. He's gonna see it in a tiny little screen in there.
But how did you see presentations before?
So yeah, just share
Did
that.
you see? Did they
Through here.
See the screen behind them? in front
Yeah,
of them?
through here. So these cameras were both the same. So the screen that we saw was always the same.
Maybe not. Can somebody remote participate? Can you just confirm? Once Miranda shares here, are you seeing the like big full screen confidential session slide?
This is the same one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then, yeah, you know what?
We see it, but we still see all the PowerPoint, like the menu bar and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So he wouldn't see it just with this. So that's why I wouldn't want him to see, like, he'd be better to see
Yeah, no, I
the
think
Zoom
you're right.
world.
What's wrong with that? They will see whatever is kind of full screened over there. So I think that can work.
Okay. You'll see how it goes in the demo when we demo it, because he may say that he wants to see what the mayor sees, and we'll take it from that. But I would say this one over that one for sure for the
I
CIO.
guess that brings the question, does this display, does anybody feel it? You don't need to see what's in chambers. I'm here physically, I can see it. We don't need 6 monitors up here. We just need all 3 of them pointed to that screen, right?
I would say so, because that's
All
what
this
their
is,
screen.
all this is showing is the camera angle and or the document camera. If we switch over to it.
Which I'm telling you what happened, because I don't like it.
That's gonna get messy. I don't even know if you can fit a second screen here. Like there, at least we've got the room, but here.
Yeah.
it's not-
I don't think I do. I don't think I need to see it.
Let's take it away.
Yeah.
Think about that. I can
Mhm.
say to Black, because that, we're still waiting on our, we can say cancel the other 3 monitors. We don't need them.
I don't think you do. Like, as long as you have like what Miranda is showing right there.
Yep.
You have that. So it'd be like pretty much like you're virtual, right? You have that one screen, you have everybody's in there. So.
Okay, thank you for that, Roshan. Did Troy drop off? Said he had to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other, Stephen, or we start with Adam? Adam, anything that you noticed, thoughts, comments?
Nothing that hasn't already been said. You know, the camera angle was a little low there, and the monitors blocking. Like for the most part, I couldn't even really tell that Megan was even sitting at that desk, because of the way it was blocking it all off.
Sorry, you couldn't tell Megan was sitting at the front desk because of what?
I think just with the monitors, when it zooms in, you can
Yeah.
barely see her there, and it just seems like the room is dark. That's why I was wondering what kind of lighting was in there. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, we do have 3 of the curtains closed, so it is darker than it would normally be. Yeah.
And then just I mean, I know we're working on it, but like the video switcher.
Yep. Okay. Stephen, anything that you saw here?
No, nothing notable. I think we're in good shape.
Okay. I think that's all we need then from Roshan, Adam, and Stephen. You're good to stop the stream, Stephen. If you can send me a link to the recording so I can see what was on YouTube. I'll stay in here for a few minutes to answer any in-meeting questions, and I think we're good. I got some next steps. We'll connect with Vlad about maybe coming in, tweaking the camera angles, get them a little bit higher, getting these monitors wired to that one. I'll prep them until you actually tell me to do the go-ahead, and then he had some updates that he wanted to do some of the other systems as well.
Great. Okay. Well, then I'll stop the live stream there and get that video over to you this afternoon.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
See you, Adam. See you, Roshan.
All right, see ya. I'm dropping off. Thank you. Bye-bye.